Let's talk about content planning. One of the things we hear most often from potential clients or people that we're giving advice to before they become clients typically is about content planning. They discuss the struggles they have with content planning, how they can't make it happen on a regular basis. It's really difficult to organize everything. It's not efficient. It's not strategic, that's for sure, because they're just trying to churn out something to put out there into the world. So what are some ways that you can at least start now, if maybe you don't have the budget yet to engage with a company or you haven't found the right fit, whatever it may be, what are some ways that you can begin to content plan more efficiently, more effectively, and strategically? So the very first piece of advice I would give to someone who's still doing this on their own is to find a project management system that you love and that works for your organization. One of our favorite clients to work with, Chris Beer over at Be Well Consulting, she says the best tool is the one you're going to use, and we could not agree more. So if you're still trying to handle all of this internally, if you're trying to create content on a consistent basis, the very first place you need to start is finding a project management system, tool, app, whatever it may be that's actually going to work for your organization and keep you on task. The second place I would start is to make a monthly plan. So looking at the calendar and laying out content pillars, topics you want to discuss, and aligning that with your current business goals. One way to do this as well that is really, really beneficial is to decide on a topic, a theme, a focus for the month that's going to kind of align all the content around that. At least your thought leadership content, your value-based content. You're gonna mix, brand-oriented stuff in there, fun stuff behind the scenes, all those sorts of things. But anything that's value-based, thought leadership, educational content, all those pieces, start by coming up with one theme, one focus, one topic that you align all of the content for that month around. You're gonna find that this allows you to create a lot more content, a lot quicker, a lot more efficiently, and it's gonna really align with the goals or the trends in your industry. And it's really going to position you as a thought leader as well. The third tip I would give someone who is trying to create content more consistently in their organization or business would be to create your content on a weekly basis, at least a week before it should be going out. The benefit of planning a month ahead is obviously you can be strategic, you're thinking through everything that's coming up, you are making a good plan so that you can roll out everything that you want to from a content perspective. The benefit of only creating it, the graphics, the copy, the video, whatever it may be, about a week or maybe two, depending on the media and the level of effort it's going to take to make that, is it allows you to be flexible as well. So being strategic is really important, but being flexible is also important. Let's say something in your industry pops up that's huge news, and it really is going to affect maybe your potential customers, your current customers, things like that. And you need to get this information out, and you need to be able to adjust on the fly quickly. You wouldn't have wanted to waste a ton of time pouring into a piece of content for several months only to have to delay that or maybe even scrap it altogether if it becomes irrelevant. So, creating 1 to 2 weeks out, again, depending on how hard that piece is to put together. There is some content we plan a month out and it takes a whole month to put together. So we start it, that far out. But if you're able to, especially social content, things like that, actually working, a week to 2 weeks ahead of time allows you to have that flexibility. The last thing I would recommend and say that is really, really important if you want to create more consistent content and you want to be able to stick to a content plan is a scheduling tool. It's really, really helpful when you're able to create content, you get it reviewed, approved, it's ready to go. You go ahead and you stick it in your scheduler, you schedule it for the day it's supposed to go out, and then it's done. And you don't have to think about it again, even if it's going out a week from now. You're good to go, you don't have to think about it anymore, and you can move on to the next piece of content. So a scheduling tool is absolutely critical for keeping you on task and keeping content production moving forward. I hope these 4 tips were helpful for you as you look to build out your content calendar and get better with your content planning and just creating consistent, valuable content for your audience. If you want more tips and resources on building a content machine and getting more consistent content out to your audience, check out our blog, breezycontent.com/resources. We have tons of tips, tricks, ideas, thoughts there, as well as some free downloadables for you to check out.